Hi.
This is our May update.
So it's probably TTC number 3, update number 3.
Yes.
And it's been a while since we've updated. Since what, February?
Yeah, so a lot's happened.
So as of May, in the last video we said that we were gonna, press the button.
Hit go in May, but we've decided to pause. Especially because of financials. So financials has become a big part of this whole thing, as everybody who's gone through TTC knows, especially for IVF. The price tag associated with IVF is anywhere between $20,000 and $30,000.
And that's total. So we're talking
medications.
So the whole process.
Yeah.
I mean, and maybe at some point we either on our site, or we can post, or maybe as part of this video we have sort of the list of medications or the list of costs that we were given by our clinic.
A breakdown.
Yeah, a breakdown of what everything would be. But total, we're approximating for $20,000. So when sort of digging into that to see how we would make that happen, there was really no way, unless we took out a loan for all of it, to make that happen in May. So we decided to push the timeline back,
because we realized that we could aggressively pay down debt, and
we're estimating by December, this coming December, we'll be debt free.
Yeah, with how we've been playing, if we're so lucky to keep up what we've been doing and systematically, and really looking at the APRs, paying the highest APR first and then down.
Right, which is something that you should do whether or not you're planning on having a child. You should not have debt.
We enjoyed our 20s.
And now we are paying for it.
Paying for it in our 30s. So it's the reality of where we were, and we combined all of our finances into... We had 2 different spreadsheets for our financials, because I was kind of maintaining mine, you were maintaining yours, and we were given the advice to merge those spreadsheets, look at it, look at those APRs, and so we now looking at ourselves as a whole family, how can we
pay it down?
And we've really tackled some things.
So that was one of the things. The other thing we financial wise we're looking into was personal loans and how to do personal loans. We're not homeowners, although we live in a beautiful home, we rent. I lease my car, so I don't own it. Caitlin doesn't own her car either.
My parents own it, and they said that they would sell it to me, but my car is now 10 years old, so there's not much that we value. So we don't really have a lot of we don't have legs to stand on.
Right, so when you get a loan from a bank, you have to give them collateral, and we don't have collateral to get. So it will be, us getting a loan will be really based on the debt we have and our credit score. So paying off debt will help improve our credit score. So there's sort of a few things rotating at the same time. And also we're looking at grants. Now, there are some grants out there for infertility. There's not a ton, but there's a handful. And again, if you're watching this for information's sake, do your research and apply. It is a lot of work.
A lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's taken us a couple months to even work on this. We have this one application that we're sending out. Currently, it took us several months. It took us time to send the paperwork into the fertility clinic and have them return it. A couple phone calls in to be like, hey, have you looked at the paperwork? I mean, they've got a lot going on, and but so...
And it's a lengthy application, and you have to submit an essay, and it's a lot of work. But do it, because it's good practice. Because what if you're that 1% who gets it? What if you're that person who gets it? So
we spend the time. You try. You play the numbers game. The more you put yourself out there, the more of a better chance that you have of receiving something back.
So we're hoping by the fall we'll have our finances in a better situation to be able to press the green light. So new deadline is we hope to
go in the fall. I mean, to be honest, that we're not sure if something's going to switch with your work and maybe being allowed to have a...
Right, so that was sort of the next thing rotating. Neither of our health insurances cover anything coded under infertility. So in the state that we live in, the medical codes are not advanced enough to consider what we're doing as alternative conception, which is what states should consider what we're doing, because neither of us have been diagnosed as having infertility issues. However, the treatment and the medication that we'll do that will be billed for will be coded under infertility. And where we both work, neither of our health insurances have a rider that cover that. So I went and petitioned my HR and went and met with the HR department and petitioned them to consider adding this policy to their health insurance, saying that, this is not just an LGBTQ issue. It is an all families issue. It was really upsetting to call the back of your insurance card and call the back of your insurance card. If you're going through a medical procedure, whatever it is, call the back of your insurance card.
We've actually called several times, and one person was confused, so we called back and got a second person on the line, and we
called 3 times actually and got 3 different answers from the same insurance company. So call them, get the answers, and write them down. But it's all upsetting to call the back of your insurance card and then say, oh, well, we'll cover your pre-testing. We'll cover up to you being tested and diagnosed as infertile. But once you have that diagnosis, they drop you like a hot potato and nothing's covered. So
so that was another financial thing that kind of pushed us back, is that if the stars align, and this works out.
Yeah, it would be voted on in October, and it would go into place January 1
of 2018.
So we would push everything back
because
to January.
If we have insurance, then of course we will wait for insurance.
Yep.
But if we're not, then we're planning to go solo. We're planning, to
go without.
So financials has been, so we've been playing the numbers. We've been trying to work smarter about this and try to be as logical as we can about how we can make this happen.
Right.
But thank you guys for coming on this adventure with us.
Hope you're all well. Mwah.
I love you.
I love you.